So today I'm gonna give y'all a really short review on this new Saddlemen seat I got for my Super73 ZX.
Infinit Ryda.
I've been out here riding on the seat for probably about a good hour and a half now. We came up to the Greenway, rode around the park, and my initial impressions is it's definitely a Saddlemen. When you first get a Saddlemen seat, Saddlemens are fairly firm initially until they're broken in. Typically they take like 100 miles to break in on a motorcycle. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long here on this Super 73 because that will be ridiculous. The break-in period, you know, for that first so many miles, however long it takes for this seat to break in, the seat's going to be fairly firm, and I realize that and I know that. But the good thing is the seat's going to hold up for a tremendously long time. These seats are very durable, and this seat for this bicycle does not disappoint at all. It has the same durability as my Sportster Saddlemen seat. You know, it still has the diamond stitching. The stitching is solid. The quality of the materials feel really good. You can tell it's a thick, high quality leather used to make this seat. It's very minimal Saddlemen branding, which I was surprised of. It didn't even say Saddlemen along the side. There's one little small tag on the seat that says Saddlemen on it, and it says Super 73 across the back, which looks really good. The styling of the seat versus the stock seat is by far superior. The styling on this seat is amazing. It looks a lot better than the stock seat. It's a lot more firm than the stock seat. The stock seat had a softer memory foam in it, which initially would feel good when you first start riding it. But for some extended rides, you know, that memory foam is going to start to settle down and soak in or sink in or whatever you call it. But it just wasn't that comfortable for very long rides, which I feel like the Saddlemen will be once it gets broken in. I've always been a fan of Saddlemen, and for me to be able to get a Saddlemen seat on my e-bike is insane. Like a motorcycle seat on my e-bike, let alone this e-bike is $2,000, but still I'm able to get a Saddlemen seat on a Super 73. That lets you know alone that Saddlemen is definitely creating products for that popular two-wheel market. I found out they even make Saddlemen seats for the Ducati Monster, which I'm still trying to find it. It looks like they discontinued it for my Monster because my Monster is a 2012. But if I can get a hold of that seat, I'm putting it on there. I looked all over the internet and could not find any reviews for this seat before I got it. So hopefully this helps you guys out with seeing how it looks on the bike, getting a better look at it. Me telling you, I'm hitting it right now. Like, I'm punching this seat. It's extremely firm, but you can tell it's going to break in because it feels just like the Saddlemen step up that's on my Sportster. It's definitely a good quality seat. If you were looking for a Saddlemen seat but you weren't sure if you wanted to get it or not because you couldn't find any content on it whatsoever, give this video a big old thumbs up, comment down below, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. Now, while we're out here, I want to talk to you real quick about this is going to be really short. It's my long-term review on the Super 73 ZX. I've had this bike for about a year and a half now, and you know, we've been through some times with it. You know, the screen has gone out a couple times, which kind of sucks. I feel like that's a reliability issue. Super 73, get that under control. My screen will go out, I'll lose complete power, and the bike is heavy, so I can't pedal it for too long without power. But usually I can cut it off for like 30 seconds or so, and it'll power back up, and then I know to go ahead and take it back to wherever I started, so that way I don't end up stranded nowhere, and I'll still have like full battery, like 3/4 battery. I don't know what it is. It's some type of electrical problem. It might be only mine. If y'all got a Super73 ZX and y'all have had electrical problems, comment down below. Let me know if I'm the only one that's having this issue. We're gonna go through 3 real quick categories. Build quality, the quality of the bike. I feel like it's a solid little e-bike. It's solid as far as how it's built. Some of the components that are on it are straight shit, such as the brakes. The brakes are trash, and I don't know about this screen because mine keeps going out. Right now, in my opinion, it's trash. But the brakes are straight garbage. Like, watch this. I could be going, give it full braking power, and I can barely stop. I can barely stop with full rear brake, and I got to keep adjusting them. So I feel like I need to upgrade my brakes, which I'll probably do. So as far as build quality, because of the brake issue and the screen issue, I'm gonna have to give this bike like a 6. You know, a 6 in that category. As far as the aftermarket community, I bought this bike because I thought it was going to be customizable, kind of similar to my Sportster, but like they had this light that they released in the Europe models that was supposed to come to the United States within 3 months. It's supposed to be over here within 3 months. Here I am, a year and a half later, and it's still not here. I still can't get the headlight, tail light set up here. Maybe I can order it from the Europe market. I didn't think to do that. Ugh. But maybe that's a possibility, and I'll do that. And then I don't know, the aftermarket community isn't as huge as I thought it would be for this bike. So as far as aftermarket community, I'm gonna have to give it a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. The fun factor of the bike, that's where things change. Fun factor. The fun factor of this bike is extremely fun to ride. I could take it off-road. I could take it into dirt like I'm in gravel right now. I could jump this baby in the grass. I could do so many different things with this fat tire setup, and it has plenty of power to pull my 230 6-foot big ass along on this bike. It pulls me without any struggles whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to give that a 10 as far as the fun factor and performance of this e-bike. There's one more category I want to talk about, the battery life. The battery life on this thing lasts so long if you're in pedal assist mode. Now, if you're using a lot of throttle, you're going to reduce a lot of that battery. But like, I've been out here for over an hour, probably an hour and a half or so, and I'm not even at 3/4 battery. I still got more than 3/4 battery. I've been in pedal assist mode the entire time. You got level 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 is really fast. I usually keep it on 2 unless I'm going up hills, then I'll boost it to 3. So the battery life on this thing is on point. So I'm gonna have to give that a 10. Now, if I was deciding between this bike and the Z1, I would probably definitely go with this one because you get better leg room, you got your screen. The Z1 does have a screen on it, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll hop on that and ride it real quick. But this is just a lot more roomier for someone my size, like a taller person who weighs more, versus the Z1 would be perfect for someone who's a smaller size. The only downside is like you don't get pedal assist, you don't get different rider modes. You got one mode and you got your throttle, and that's typically about it on that bike. Now I am on the Super73 Z1. And as you can see on the Z1, you don't have as much space. I probably could scoot back more on the seat since it's just a solid long seat, but the leg room is just isn't there. So it's a lot harder for someone of my height to pedal this bike. Like, I'm 6 feet tall, as I stated, over 220 pounds, probably close to that 230 mark. But I mean, the bike will move. You got a throttle over here, you got your throttle, you got your power button to turn the screen on and off. But the only way you can tell how much power this bike got is by these 3 dots. You got green, yellow, and red. I don't know if y'all can see that, but when you hit it, it'll go. And if you hit it full throttle, this bike will do about 20 miles per hour. But if you want to simulate that pedal assist mode, because this one doesn't have pedal assist versus the ZX does, I just let Miss Ryda ride the ZX for a moment. And on here, if you want to simulate pedal assist, you just give it like half throttle and pedal. That way you're still getting some type of exercise. But you also are getting some type of assistance with it. And if you don't want any pedal assist, you could pedal it, because this bike's a little bit lighter than the ZX, but after a while you will get quite tired, especially if you're going up some hills. If you're going up hills, this ain't even doable unless you're seriously in shape, which I'm not. Let's show you it can go up a hill. it struggles. It's struggling towards the top of that hill, but it can go up. So it can handle going up a hill, but it does struggle based off your weight, the weight you are on this bike. It's a little louder, I will say that. The motor seems a little bit louder. So would I buy another one again? Probably, because I'm stupid. Yeah, I'd probably get one. If I was to hit rewind, I'd probably still get one. And not only one do I got two. We got the Z1 and the ZX. Not the brightest person